One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides up to his ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, Insanewheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only Ransom can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insanewheels hear his battle cry. Wrestle and mayhem will never die. Whistlers report and paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Good morning to everybody. Much love, honor, respect to everyone. Big round of applause for the Breakfast Club, but check it out. It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you legends, man. Much love, honor, respect to everybody. Hey, we got a good special one today. We're not going to be going into like crazy news coverage and what's going on around the world today. We're going to give that a rest for the day. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what we're thankful for, something that listen, I'm very thankful for my family. And I think a lot of you guys obviously are as well. But, the big thing that I'm very thankful for is not only for my health and for my family's health and everything that's happened within my own ordeal personally. But I can't thank you guys enough, honestly, and for you guys being here, being members, being, part of the Insanewheels network, whether you guys are just watching, hanging out, or if you guys are actually a part of the actual network itself, man. And before we get into that, because we got a bit of the Insanewheels network today, IWN, but before we get into that, make sure you guys hit that like button. It's the number one metric of all of YouTube, man. It helps out the show immensely. It's free to do so. And as well, hit that subscribe button. It's also free to do. Also, while you guys are here, please consider becoming a member. It's only $2.99 a month. We made sure it's, we made sure that it's accessible and not too costly for everybody. That's about, that's less than a Starbucks drink per month, man. So it helps out the show immensely. I thank you for that. As well, follow my Instagram at BallValveTV, where I post everything behind the scenes. Not only myself, but hey, the show, Millennial Food Time. We got all that great shit. We're going to be, posting tonight. I guess earlier today, rather, not tonight. Early today, we're going to be posting where I'm doing 2 different turkeys 2 different ways. So it's going to be a good time over here on the Ball Ranch, And last but not least, man, if you guys would like to help out the show, man, monetarily and not have, a brutal YouTube 30% cut, we have these scrolling down below, and we'll, of course, read out everything. Super chats, super stickers, channel memberships, gifted memberships. Those are all shouted out, of course. But we have these down below. So we'll allow this to scroll real quick before we bring in the guests onto this amazing show this morning. I'm very grateful for everyone showing up on the panel as well as you guys in the chat. Real quick, we got Pitbull that sent in that 5 pounds saying, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone," and sending hugs to all. Remember to rev that like button and drop the share on the clutch, or the clutch on the share button to Will Spin out of here. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you, kind sir. Appreciate you. Good to see you guys this morning, man. It's always good to see you. We got Code over there finally. What up, Code? What's up? Hopefully you're doing good. We got Carney's right as well, man. All of you guys, all you legends up in here in the chat, man. Always good to see you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I like this right here. And let me, before we bring on the guests, and I can, handle this. Clover Tack, our number one gun tuber. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. He says, happy Thanksgiving. I am sure thankful for all the fucking losers up in this chat. You guys make me look good. Dan You guys gonna allow him to speak to you like that? You're gonna allow him to speak to you like that? That's crazy. Don't allow that shit. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring up the guests, man. We got some very, very special people to me in my life, and man, I couldn't be more thankful. Let's go ahead and bring everyone on. What's up, gentlemen?
Howdy.
How you guys doing, man?
I'm great. Thanks for bringing me on this morning, bro.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving. And what's up, Straight? I see you over there, but you over there muted. So, hey, it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know I was muted.
Hey, I didn't do that shit to you. You know what I mean? I'm not a control, weirdo on that. But hey,
What's popping, everybody?
Good morning.
What's up, Hardwire?
I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Mike sent me a link, and I went, "Oh man, I'm late." And then I realized he's an hour behind me. I'm like, "Oh, I got an hour."
Yes.
A turkey with your head cut off, bro.
Yeah, turkey.
I was going to say, turkey. Chickens are happy for today, man, in the U.S. because they're safe. Chicken is safe today.
Yeah, they are safe because it's usually like, if you don't do a turkey, it's like kind of like normal to do like a prime rib or something like that, right? So
or a big ham.
Was that you?
Or a baked ham. Yeah, that's true.
I'll make
They get a party.
So, real quick, before we get into this discussion, well, two things now. We got Pitbull coming in with a gift of membership, man. Thank you for that. Kind sir. Thank you for that. Real quick, I want you guys, while you guys are on here on this channel, on this platform, I want you guys to introduce your guys' self for the people that have not been, around or been, to see you guys, and shout out what you guys do on your channels and stuff like that before we get into a huge discussion. So we'll start with you, Straight Jacket.
Oh, no pressure. Good morning, everybody. I'm Straight Jacket 5150, the host of one show right now, The Padded Room, but we got some more shows coming. So in my podcast, it's a podcast about the average human and the things we carry. It's focused on trauma. So I like to hear people's trauma. It puts it in perspective. So some people kind of feeling bad about the situations they got dealt with can feel a little better or worse sometimes. Depends. But it's all about the healing process.
That's super dope. I'm sorry I missed your show last night. I got drunk last night. So.
Oh, you're good, man.
I don't know what happened.
I partaked a little too much left-handed tobacco, and it went real slow.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a W on that.
Oh,
That's good to hear. I'm sorry I missed you. I'll catch it up, probably today. But Hardwire, how about you next?
I'm Hardwire, host of Hitting It with Hardwire every Sunday at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, and that's all I do is get on, chit chat with the family, and talk about whatever comes to mind, which is usually a lot of things because I tend to be a little bipolar.
Right. Well, listen, bipolar is a good thing for us YouTubers because that's entertainment. You gotta. Yeah. Bipolar people love watching people get crazy and get upset about things. But you don't actually get upset like that. But you do talk about some crazy things that are going on around the world. Politics as well, Hardwire. So it's always great to
a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, man. I love that. So Bob from Biker News Canada, how about you next?
Hey, how are you guys? I'm Bob. I host Biker News Canada, and my vision for my channel is to put bikers and motorcycle riders into a different light, make people understand that people who ride motorcycles are people first and foremost, and we're not a bunch of thugs and criminals.
That's right. That's good way to put it.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad that you're putting on a front. No, I'm just kidding. We got Dr. Harley up next.
What's up,
not least.
Save the ugly kid for the fat ugly kid for last.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like gym class. I got picked last for a team.
That's so funny. Yeah.
But I run the Dr. Harley channel. I do live streams every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Sometimes I got a special guest, sometimes I don't. And when we do it, it's just a lot of fun hanging out. Like last night, we had a lot of fun. We hung out, we laughed, we joked, we got a little fish naked.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a little. And
nothing wrong with that.
Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S., I drop a new video Usually they're how-tos, product reviews, or when I'm at rallies, I drop the videos from the rallies. So it's a different perspective than what everybody else on this panel does. I will teach you how to work on your bike and do things.
That's what I love about the panel. Everybody has like their own specific niche, and nobody steps on each other.
Totally.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
I did videos on working on bikes. It would be just one constant.
Yeah,
it's hard for Mike to step on anybody.
Same here, by the way, Hardwire.
It's hard for Mike to step on anybody because when he goes to step on somebody, he falls over.
That's right. That's right. Listen, it's easier when you guys have 2 feet. I don't have 2 feet. You know, I have a foot, so it's harder for me to step on people.
What up, War?
So, listen, right before I brought you guys on here, you know, I spoke a little bit about what I was thankful for. Before we get into like today's activities, what you guys are doing, because I am going to ask you what you guys are, eating today. But I want to, what are you guys thankful for in your life currently? Like what comes to mind, and not something that you guys just have written down and, kind of thing. What sounds good to people? What are you guys thankful for?
Yep.
I'm going to keep going down the line like that. So I'm going down to you straight.
But besides like the cliche family stuff, like I'm really thankful for this community. Like real
yeah, that's
really thankful for this community.
That's something that really, like, honestly is like one of the number one on my list too, because if it weren't for the community, everyone that's here, I don't know. I don't even know where I'd be at. I have no idea. It's easy when you have, or easier when you have a community behind you. When you don't, I can only imagine. And that's something that I actually spoke on straight quite a while ago, that if anything like what has happened to me had to happen, I'm glad it happened to me, because I actually had some people behind me. What if I didn't have anyone behind me? It was some other person and they didn't have any backing, or they didn't have any family or whatever. Like, damn, that's got to be so hard. Like, I can't imagine. So yeah, I mean, this community has kept me fucking pushing too. So I appreciate that. Hardwire, how about you?
I'm thankful for my club family and my IWN family.
Nice.
My immediate family, my wife, my kids, all turned out, despite Dad trying to ruin it. I ended up with good kids. I don't know how I did it.
Hey, man. Yep. Hey, even a fucked up clock hits 12 twice, So
right on.
Hey, it works out a little bit sometimes. No, I feel that.
Unless it's digital.
Yeah, unless it's digital, right? Yeah. That's funny. Okay, here comes nuance. Motherfucker wants to debate now. I get you. I see. He's ready. Exactly. It's nuance, or semantics is what it's called. But what up, brother Ghost Eagle? Good to see you, man. So Bob, what are you thankful for? Even though I know you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, dude. I know.
No, we've already had our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and that was something I was going to legitimately ask you in particular. Was you guys have your own Thanksgiving day,
October,
right?
We do it.
October?
Yeah.
So is that like when your guys' like founding came? Like, what was? You don't have to tell me the whole story.
I don't really know why they base ours in October. It must be something to do with that, right?
Yeah.
When they started the country or some shit like that.
Totally.
Yeah.
But hey, you can still be thankful for something, right?
Yeah. Why thankful? I still wake up in the mornings.
Yes, that's 100% success rate, by the way.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a win to me. And
after everything, I'm kind of in a down point in my life right now. It's just the way it's spinning, but I keep going. Like you guys already said, for some reason, being part of this little community is helpful, man.
It is. Extremely.
Because I wake up in some days in a shit mood, and I watch a couple of YouTubes, and it's not so shitty no more.
Exactly. 100%. I like that. Thanks for that, Bob. What are your thoughts about, what are you thankful for, Doc?
Well, first off, I'm thankful for you inviting me on today, man. Thank you, Mike Ball, my brother, man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for coming.
I'm thankful that, my vote counted in this past election that will be making America great again. I'm thankful for all the freedoms that we have and hopefully get restored back to that we're going to have again. But most of all, I'm thankful for the family, and I'm not talking relatives. I'm talking family, because you can't pick your relatives, but you could pick your family.
Facts.
And that's facts. And prove me wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm just thankful for everything. I'll be thankful I'm going to get fat in a food coma today. So,
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it right there. I mean, I know that's what my plans are. I have no other plans other than drinking and eating, and maybe watching of course, football. But
I'll be drinking, cooking, eating, and watching football.
Yeah. Well, you got me beat on the cooking aspect, because you don't want me cooking your food. I'm not the chef.
I just said something to the old lady. I says, hey, we could get a little something to drink today, and she went down to the store to buy me some Nexium heartburn pills there, and come back with a giant bottle of Fireball. She's a bad influence on me, I'm telling you.
Yeah, she's you know what? I say that's a good influence. That's a good influence. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so real quick, we'll go around and what are you guys' plans for tonight's dinner? Like, are you guys like? Listen, I've had Thanksgiving where I'm sitting out at sea eating a pizza, and I'm thankful for that. Just even that. So, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Straight jacket.
Oh man, I don't even know. I'm cooking the green bean casserole. That's the only thing I really look forward to every year. But I don't know what we're gonna have. I'm about to head over to my aunt's house in about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, okay, so you're not having it at your house this year?
No, we never have it at our house. Well, I got a big family here in Texas, so we always have it at 2 different times.
Oh shit!
He's smart. He don't have to clean.
Yeah, exactly. You really don't. With 7 kids in my house, like, we're always the one that's like an hour late every time and everything.
Every time, right?
Well,
that's to anything.
10 o'clock. So
yeah, that's to anything. You show up late to everything, right?
So they don't put me in charge of shit. You fuck something up enough times, they won't give you that job.
Yeah.
I learned that in the Army.
Hey, I feel that. But yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that either. This is actually the first time I'm having like Thanksgiving at my house in a very long time. I think it's been like 3 years since I've done Thanksgiving at my house.
Now, do you got family from California coming in, or is it just?
They already did. They already did come in. Yeah. They flew in like 3 nights ago, 2 nights ago, something like that. Yeah. Super cool. So Harwar, what you eating this after? Or I guess some people eat early. I like to eat kind of fairly early, not like waiting until 6 o'clock or something. For Thanksgiving dinner.
Then you can have a nap.
Yeah, we're gonna eat probably around 4 or something like that. Whatever. I'm making 2 turkey breasts and half a ham. See, we're also having the taters and gravy and some jalapeno cornbread, muffins.
Sheesh. All right.
Deviled eggs. Of course, a vegetable. And yeah, I'm cooking most of it. The muffin.
Damn, you really out here flexing on us right now. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My daughter asked me yesterday, she goes, Dad, you got deviled eggs? And I said, no, I ain't got deviled eggs. She goes, you're trying to ruin Thanksgiving. I said, no, I don't have the stuff to make deviled eggs. You want deviled eggs? You can make them. So she's making them. We'll see how they turn out.
There you go. I don't even know how to make deviled eggs or whatever. I don't even know how to. That's so funny.
It's just like jail food, bro. You just mix a couple of ingredients together and you're good to go.
You just got to chop them onions really fine.
Ooh, I never even put onions in them. That sounds
first off, Mike, you got to boil eggs. I'll get you the recipe.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I don't even do that, dude.
I'll get you the recipe how to boil eggs.
Yeah. Send me the recipe.
Mike's AC starts his house on fire. Wait till you see the stove working.
Yeah. Hey, brand new AC though. Brand new AC heat. That was an arm and a leg purchase right there. But hey, you need a AC in the country, man. You just do. I don't care what anyone says. And you need heat too, I'm using the heater
try
right
not
now.
to get hammered before the food's done.
Now,
Yeah.
down there, seeing as that's my profession, what do you use for heat source where you are? A heat pump or a gas furnace?
Mm,
I don't even know the difference.
okay, so I do have right next to the AC right there. I have a I don't even know how the heating element works. I'm not
Is
even
the
gonna be.
AC a big head unit bolted to the wall?
No. It's
Or it
I
comes
have
through a vent?
I have 14 vents in my
Comes
place
through
here.
a vent. Okay, so it's like essential air.
Yeah, it's outside. It's
yeah.
outside. And, yeah, it's a 2.5 ton unit.
So basically
Damn.
you're running it through. So it goes through the furnace. So your furnace is your heat source.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's how how much I'm not even aware. I don't even know.
Yeah, the
I have
unit
no idea.
outside your air conditioner. The
That's
furnace would be inside.
Yeah, that's what I would
a
imagine.
condenser.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine.
I just did a bunch of scrap from my back of my house, like old ones that we took out and replaced. I
Mhm.
just scrapped them all out yesterday.
Damn. Is that a good thing?
Put some money in the pocket.
Yeah,
Better
I
than
mean,
nothing.
yeah, better than nothing, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, I
What
just
about-
learned something new about air conditioners this year. I didn't know. My air conditioner wasn't working worth a crap, and I called the landlord. He called a guy out here to come look at my air conditioner, and it turns out you got to clean them things.
Yes, you do.
Oh
Who
shit.
knew? He said, "Oh, he just blew a whole bunch of crap and spider's nests out of it."
The
So there
most
you go. You should be good now. And I'm like, "Oh, so that's what I got to do. I got to clean it once in a while."
The
All right,
most
I'll
important thing is airflow. So you
get the
spray off
leaf
the
blower
outside
out.
unit, and you change your filters all the time at the air handler too.
Yep, I've got a box of those air filters too.
Yeah.
You mean these filters?
Yeah, mine's on the side, but yeah.
That's my next business venture. I'm going to offer people in Canada, we got to change them more often because we're running more often. So I'm going to give people a subscription so they can pay me all year. And when it's time for a new filter, I bring it to their house and put it in for them.
You should. That's dope.
Yeah.
What up, big dog?
You probably don't
Yep.
have a lot of air conditioners up there, though, do you?
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Don't get that hot up there, does it?
Sure. Yeah. We're just like you, Hardwire. We got the same weather as you, bro.
For real?
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
He's in southern Canada, all the way down towards the United States, ain't you?
Oh yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, I'm just by Detroit, right?
Shit. Yeah, that's
Bro,
crazy.
it's still cold up there, man.
So what about you, Doc? Bringing it back to what we eating tonight?
Oh, well, I'm keeping it simple. We're starting off with some bacon wrapped scallops.
Oh yeah. Okay, now we're really flexing. All right, I got the deal here. Okay, I want to hear this.
Now.
Then we're gonna, for the main course, we're gonna have a turkey breast because it's small. It's just my wife, my mom, and myself. So we're doing a turkey breast. Doing some fresh asparagus with hollandaise sauce. Of course, we're gonna have the turkey gravy and the roasted baked potatoes.
That sounds good.
Hell
we
yeah,
gotta
man!
bacon wrap something. I gotta change up something. I got.
You're like, I got a
on.
bacon something.
Yeah, I gotta put bacon on.
Listen,
something.
bacon is a fruit.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
discussed this last night on my channel. Bacon is a fruit.
I like the coping mechanisms. You know, I love it. Whatever we got to tell ourselves. You know,
It's a poor man's steak, baby. You can
hey,
have it for
remember,
every meal.
it's Dr. Harley's truth. You know, you got
That's it.
you gotta have.
Hey, I tell you what, I bet you straight could agree with me on one thing. I bet you glad you're not downrange on Thanksgiving again.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's pretty mediocre. They try though, they try.
Sitting there out at the wire with a fucking plate and dust blowing around getting in your food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
Nah, we didn't even do that. We were usually on patrol.
Martin said he's working on 300 pies. That's flexing.
No way.
300 pies. You gotta have
300 pies. You hooking up the neighborhood or what?
industrial oven of some sort.
I'll take one.
Oh,
I like
crazy.
pie.
So, Bob, I know that you're not, necessarily celebrating Thanksgiving. So let's just go ahead and dive into your personal life. What are you eating tonight?
tonight I think
You even know?
we're gonna have some pasta. And see, for me, when I'm on an upswing on our Thanksgiving, usually I make my turkey and stuff here and feed me and my kids. And then whoever's working for me and my friends that are single or got no family, they all come over for turkey as well. That's
Nice.
usually what
And
I
that's
do.
and that's the one that you're usually saying on your October, your Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Got you. Yeah. If for everyone that doesn't know, Bob is obviously from Canada, just like what is in his name.
And look
No
at my
way. I never
subtitle.
would
Yeah,
have guessed
that's
that.
crazy.
I didn't even change my subtitle. It's from
I
the
thought
last
it was
video I made.
Water.
Shit. That's all right. That's
Hi,
all right.
little one.
That's
Hey,
all
what's
right.
up?
Say, what's up, little straight jacket?
What's up, little straight jacket?
It's a
What's
little
up?
one. Nice.
You're famous now. You don't even know it.
Don't even know it. Yep.
How old is he?
1. He just turned 1 the other day.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep. And then my
Future
oldest is
son.
13.
Yeah.
Man.
He's got your
Uncle
eyes.
Hardwire and Uncle Doc and Uncle Biker News down there.
Hey,
Uncle Mike
he's
way
got
over
Straight
there.
Jacket's eyes already, doesn't he?
Yeah. Can you say hi? Tell him. Rum.
He's working
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
Daddy's truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That beast of a truck, man.
It's a beast, man. That thing's always broken, though.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, I feel that. Well, happy Thanksgiving, allegedly. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Hopefully you're having a good one, and everyone in the chat as well. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's coming in and tuning in with us this beautiful morning. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here
Happy
with us right now.
Thanksgiving. Fa la 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 la.
Damn.
Yeah, I know we got Black Friday tomorrow, don't we?
Yes. Are you guys gonna participate in that bullshit? I've never once participated in Black Friday. Anything.
Never.
I Black Friday online.
I blacked out
Yeah,
on
But that's
Friday.
Cyber Monday. That's
They
Cyber
started
Monday.
Amazon started doing Black Friday week, and I already bought some camping gear. I had I whenever I see something I like, I put it in my cart and then immediately go save for later. Then I scroll down my save for later list and check the prices on everything once in a while.
Right.
And I saved $10 on a camping table. They're really cool. They fold out and they got an aluminum top so you could put your grill on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This is my Black Friday week gift.
What is it?
Oh,
this is
cool.
Oh,
camera?
that's that fancy DJI camera and
Osmo
gimbal.
Pocket 3, baby. I got the creator pack with it.
I didn't
wanna get
even
one
know
of
they
those
made.
Instas.
I didn't even know
Dude,
they
this
made
camera is
standalone
pimping.
cameras.
Taking
I
me.
want to get one of them. What are they? The 360-degree
Yeah, the
cameras you can
Insta,
mount
that's
on
what I
there.
wanna
and
get
you-
too.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
GoPro.
hardware. I'll be
originally
honest
did
with
that.
you, man. With those Insta 360s,
Yeah,
it's
that's
double
that's it.
editing. Because
Yes.
first you have to edit it in their software, export it, and then re-edit it in the software you use to put your whole video together.
Yeah, he's right about that. And
Oh.
I have 2 of the GoPro Maxes, right, which are the 360s. Because of the editing process and you're forced to edit on GoPros bullshit, I honestly stopped using it. I was
I
like, man,
wanna use it
I'm not even
to,
going to use this thing anymore.
You can export it as I'm not sure what the file would be called, but you could use the VR glasses and look around and see everything.
Yeah, I
like
believe
it
that
with
you
VR.
can do that. Mhm.
Yeah, and I
But
want
that's
to
only
try
for
mounting
your
one
VR
to
though.
one to the bike and then going for a ride and then being able to look out at everything in VR. I think that'd be badass.
I
That
like
would be
those
cool.
videos when they put them on their helmet and it looks, you can almost film yourself riding your motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I sold my Insta 360, and I'll be selling my 2 GoPros. I got them up on Marketplace now because, I don't need 3 cameras. All I need is 1.
Right, there's
Oh.
only one of you.
Well,
What's
I'm
your
going
main
over to,
camera, Doc?
What is my main camera?
Yeah, what's the
Now?
main camera you film now?
Now it's that Osmo, that DJI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it comes with the creator kit. What's nice is it's got 3 mics on it, so it gets 360-degree audio, or it Bluetooth connects a little
Okay.
mic
Oh, it comes with it.
to you that you could set the gains so your audio is not overbearing and things like that.
That's pimping.
And yeah, and I've been using this now. It's for 2.5 videos. I say half because I filmed one half with GoPro and the other half with the DJI, and the clarity on the DJI, the audio with the DJI is so much better than the GoPro.
Damn.
But one of my GoPro, I'm selling everything as a package.
Nice.
One of the packages for the GoPros is a nice gimbal.
Oh, that is nice.
What's a
Yeah, I'm going
gimbal?
over to
That's a
Redneck
stand?
Fried Whips
So
tomorrow.
a
to do some
gimbal,
filming.
a gimbal is essentially where you can move your arm like this, but what it's doing is it's on like a gyro, and so anytime you move, it'll stay 100% smooth, like a movie. You know what I mean? That's what that is.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
I
was
got
looking into
some
buying one the
news.
other day.
You got news?
I redid my logo. I sent you one last night, Mike.
Oh,
Did
I saw you change it on your profile, so I
you
see it
see
right
it?
here.
You
I'm gonna
can
go ahead and
share
pop
it
it
if
up.
you want to. Yeah, so I'm gonna get 4.5-inch patches made of those.
That's
like
fucking
that.
sick.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So I'm gonna step into the merch market thing. I've never done merch before,
Nice.
so I'm gonna try some merch.
No,
Wait,
that's really
we
really
got to
cool.
sell
Man.
merch?
Well, I'm gonna sell these from my site and from my Facebook group. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I gave Mike a T-shirt and a whole swag pack.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I see. No, this
Yeah,
is the
he's got a
first
lot of
item.
shit actually. He's even
These
got
things. What
he's
do you
even
guys
got his
pay
own
for patches?
poker chips.
Yeah, one of my guests sent me some poker chips. What do you guys pay for these patches in Canada? If I buy them by the 100, are going to be like $10 each.
Mm.
Wow, I
Yep.
could probably get them made here for about $5 a piece.
All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
That's
I
fairly
gotta
good,
take
too.
it. I gotta
That's
take
about
off,
what
you
I
guys.
expect.
Gotta get
All
this
right,
kid
brother
ready
Straight.
and
Have a good
Later,
Thanksgiving,
Straight.
man.
Yeah,
happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Much
Thanks
love,
for
honor,
stopping in,
respect.
man.
Appreciate you guys for
Love,
having me
Of
on.
respect.
course,
brother.
man. We'll see you.
I'll see you later today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, one of my guests sent me a poker chip from his group.
See, but this is specifically Dr. Harley's.
Yeah. Well, this one is from the writing club that he was a part of, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They use
Doc's
them
got a
on
whole bunch of stickers.
their poker runs and shit, and they sell them also for mementos, right?
Here's a bigger one.
I bought a pack of these plain do-rags, and I'm going to put hardwire across
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
Right
pretty
on.
cool. Yeah.
So how do you
We
do
think
that?
about
Do you
putting
do
a
it with like?
I got a heat press.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would use the same thing you would kind of on a shirt.
Yeah, it'll be vinyl, so it won't last forever. But I got a plain hat, like one of them flex fit hats. I'm going to put on. You don't wash hats very often, so it should last for a while. Same thing with do-rags. Me anyway. I don't throw them in the washer. I just rinse them off in the sink and hang them up.
See,
No,
when
I
I
feel
was
that.
in the club, I was in charge of all the support gear for Canada. But I've lost all my contacts over like just 20 years ago, right? So
Right.
I'm starting from start again. But as soon as I put that picture in my Facebook group, I've got a lot of members in that Facebook group, and one of the guys said I do that,
Nice.
and raced it out, and he's working on the artwork right now. We're gonna change the font, a couple fine tunes, right?
So did he create the logo for you?
AI did it. I put on
Oh, okay.
Chat GPT.
Man, that's so sick.
Isn't that great?
That's so crazy that we have that kind of technology now, which to me is mind blowing because to this very moment, I still haven't used AI for any of my shows and my thumbnails. I still do it by hand on Canva, right? I
I've
mean,
done
now
Canva.
there's AI features in Canva that I
Yeah.
utilize, but aside from that, I'm not creating. I've never created pictures from like Chat GTP or whatever. I've never even done that.
I told it exactly what I wanted, and that's what it spit me out first try.
That's so fucking cool, man.
And I
Like that,
said-
you can just do that.
Yeah, I said upper rocker says this, bottom, and it knew what I meant.
Dude, that's what's crazy. I mean, that killed a like graphic artwork and stuff like that. That killed an entire industry, dude.
Yes.
Like people, we used to have to hire like all my logos I've ever had for like my channels and stuff in the past. I even have one tattooed on me for Ball Valve, my original one of my logos. So what's funny about that is even that little V was professionally made by an actual artist that dealt with, art, online artwork and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And vectorizing it and like sending it to me in like 16 different files. Yeah. I mean, it was serious business. But now you don't even have to do that shit. And if you don't like what it did, you just maybe erase a couple of words in the sentence and then it pops out exactly what you want. It's
it gives you the choice. When it sends you the first drawing, it says if you need any changes, tell us and it'll redo it for you.
That's so crazy.
Because I did that one for your show and sent it to you one day.
I remember you sent me that, and I never could do anything with it, but but it was cool. It was cool for me to see it. Yeah, it would have to have like super fine tuning on it.
Yeah.
But I could see how the idea of things can just be spit out if you just type it in for 2 seconds. You know.
Yeah. I think I did it while you were having a show, and I just did it on my phone while I was watching the show.
That's so crazy.
You seem like you've been doing this a lot longer, Doc. You seem to have all your merch and stuff all set up. How long have you had your bike shop going? Look at me,
the shop.
No, absolutely. This is what it's about. Hanging out. This is our shit.
This was mostly created by AI.
Nice.
I had to do a little bit to it. And the little bike image there was separate, but I added it to another image. AI does pretty good, but if you have your own skills a little bit with like and you can edit what AI does, it gives you
graphic design and shit.
A good base. And then if you're good with it, you can edit that and really tune it into something cool.
So my shop I've had for 11 years in my garage. And it's just been evolving. I started off with my tools, and a pump jack from Craftsman. Yeah. And all the money I would make, I'd reinvest it into the shop, buying a lift, buying tire equipment, buying.
So at that point, you had another job.
I still have another job.
Okay.
I'm busy enough where I'm busy part-time with it, but I'm not busy enough to do it full-time.
Well, he decides to live in an extremely expensive state, I guess. So, hey, you're gonna have to have 2 jobs.
Wasn't that Doc's RV that we saw yesterday, or was that Shadows? On Shadow's show.
I think you're talking about what probably Shadow was showing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of stuff, laser engraver and t-shirt presses and all that, but I just don't have time to mess with it a lot. The club keeps me so damn busy. I keep telling them, I said, I got this stuff. I could make some cool, gear for us. And they're like, oh, cool, do that. Then they're running me around so much I don't have time to do it. You got to learn that stuff, man,
Now, I want to answer a question that was asked in the side chat from America Uncensored. He asked where I get the poker chips made. I get them made from pokerchips.com. You find them online. They're very reasonable, and they're easy to design your own. You pick a template, and then you could adjust that template and put what you want everywhere, all over it. And I always buy them at 500 a pop. So when you buy 500, when you buy in quantities like that, the cost per chip comes out to pennies.
That's good. That's awesome.
I mean, I used to give out a regular business card to somebody for my channel, and the problem is when you give somebody a business card, what's the first thing they do with it?
Throw it away, stick it in their wallet.
Yeah.
When's the next time you look at it? When you go clean out your wallet 6 to 9 months later.
Yeah, no kidding. No, this is a great business because you got the QR code on the back of it. So, and I know this probably goes directly to your YouTube channel.
Yep.
Which is great marketing.
That's a great idea, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I have to do that.
I wasn't going to say nothing originally.
We love poker chips for some strange reason, right?
Do you have?
Well, we love them.
Do you have a link like where you can make a little bit if you refer people?
No, I don't have a referral link at all.
To ask them about that, because if I order some, I'll use your referral link.
Yeah, because that was a good sales pitch you just did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. But I'm just honest, and I like helping people out.
Appreciate that. That's a good idea.
I always like to try to help out fellow small business people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the little bit I make from YouTube monetization, the memberships that I have, which I'm very grateful for all my members. And I'm starting to get products to review for nothing.
Nice,
I've partnered up with fantastic companies like Advan Black, Santoro is another one. Just to name a few that I received some cool stuff from. And, hey, why not?
Exactly.
And sometimes it's awesome because, I'll work on somebody's bike and I'll create the video with their permission, and they'll pay me the labor and everything. And so I get paid on that. And then the pennies I make on YouTube with monetization, it's, you know, a residual income off of that one job, which is, you know, like I said, pennies.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to make some of my own stuff. I'm going to make my, like I said, I'm going to make my own hat. I'm going to make a couple do-rags, but I don't have the ability to mass produce things. So if they look really good, I have a person that does have the ability to mass produce them, and I'll go to them and show them what I made and then say, I want a bunch of them like, yes. The lady we go through to make shirts has a big sublimation printer, and sublimation is basically almost like printing on a shirt. It puts it on a transfer, the ink, and then it just transfers the ink to the shirt. It's almost as good as a silk screen. It glues right to the shirt. They turn out
I have
real
a friend of
nice.
mine does that too.
They turn out really
one
nice.
of my buddy has the machine, but it only does, I think, 4. It's got 4 places, so you can do.
I
4
was going to try
colors.
buying one, but they're the big printers. If you get like a one that will do like a regular sheet of paper, an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, they're not super expensive. But if you want anything bigger than that, you're looking at thousands of dollars for a printer.
Right, but see, like each color in the T-shirt behind you would get its own screen, right? So he's limited to 4 colors. But you can get bigger and bigger setups.
Yeah, silk screen's the way to go if you can.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I was talking about. Silk screening. Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Real quick, I'm going to read out these super chats. I got to go ahead and do that. Pitbull did say that one. Okay, I got that. And thank you for your gifted membership on top of that. And then saying, hi, Straight, Hardwired, Dr. Harley, Biker News. This is for you. Appreciate you, Brother Pitbull. And this is
Thank you,
for the
Pitbull.
entire panel, as I forgot someone. Hey, man, appreciate you, man. The show's my escape, and I love you all, really. No, hey, man, we all love you, dude. Appreciate for all that. And by the way, we were talking about monetization real quick. Some that I was going to touch on is if I relied on like my AdSense, what like YouTubers get paid, I wouldn't see a paycheck ever. You know what I mean? Like that shit is so pennies. Like you may get a quarter of a penny. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked up. And I get now. The truth is almost every one of my episodes get demonetized, and it goes video by video. And what they're not doing is they're not like cutting my entire monetization off or anything like that. But usually I've said, you know, or touched on a topic that is hardcore, and they put you in the yellow zone. So when you're in the yellow zone, now you can't make your $10 per, 1,000 views or whatever. Now you're making like 3 pennies, and that's like that's every day for me. So if I relied on viewership, I would never see a paycheck, for instance. But this is how I get paid, essentially, is the super chats, the cash apps, stuff like that, gift and memberships. The membership program actually is my biggest source of income. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have enough subscribers, but you have to have like 1,000 view hours or something.
You have to have watch hours, and I forget what it is, but I think
4,000. I think when I got monetized, it was 4,000 hours. But I hit that before I hit 1,000 subs.
Damn, that's good. That's really good, actually.
I got 2,300 subscribers, and I get pretty good viewership. I haven't been doing it long enough. It takes time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, talk about monetization. If we were going to live off of monetization, I just looked at my analytics right now, and I'm transparent. I'll show everybody. A video, my most successful video, I dropped August 6th of last year, 2023. Right? It's got 45,000 views, and that 45,000 views, I've made $419. And that comes over, that 419 comes out monthly, drips and drabs. So
yes,
you're not making a killing.
No,
like some of these people, a lot of YouTubers that do this full time make their money on sponsorships.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
And I do have 3 small sponsors, and I appreciate and love them to death. I mean, the sponsorships come out to maybe $2,500 a year. which,
Right.
you think about all the production and produce and advertising for
And
them.
time
Yeah.
too, like the amount of time that, time is money, man.
I'd
Yep.
be happy if it would pay for my StreamYard subscription and help pay for the equipment that I bought.
Oh, don't get me started. I just got notification. I got to renew mine, and they want over $800 for the year.
Jeez.
So I'm going to be backing down to a free
How much?
subscription for a while.
Wow.
Hey, man. Hey, I totally get it. I totally dude. I mean, not that long ago, I was facing living under a bridge. You know what I mean? So it's I keep shit in perspective always. I've been there at the top of finances, and I've been at the bottom of the bottom, man.
I always tell everybody, never, ever, ever. And somebody told me this when I was young: let yourself go without a vehicle, because you can live in a vehicle, and you always and you need a way to get a job and transport yourself around. So
I
if
got
you gotta
out of
live out of your car. Live out of your car,
dude. You know what sucks about that situation is I was in that exact situation, Hardwire, that you just pointed out. Unfortunately, the head gasket blew on me.
Oh, Christ.
So now it's totaled, and you ain't getting shit for it. You know what I mean?
What happened to that nitrogen car you had?
And so that was a whole separate deal. That was a whole separate deal earlier, in my problems. That's why we didn't have it anymore. But I ended up, I think I bought that car, and it was a beater. You know what I mean? It was I'm trying to remember. It was a Chevy Cruze. And that they always have issues. Those things are garbage. I knew it was garbage when I got it, but at the time I was hands tied pretty much. It was I had already sold another car, and I needed to pay some bills. So I took that money and bought a cheap car. You know what I mean? And I knew what I was risking, and I got myself into a fucking into a pickle there.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a guy do that. I had the only vehicle I had at the time, I had traded for another vehicle, and I supposedly trusted them enough. They didn't have the title with them, and they were going to get it to me. And I drove away with the vehicle, but I come out one morning and it was gone. And the asshole come and took the car. I couldn't report it stolen because technically the title was still titled to him. You know what I mean? But I got screwed. And if it wasn't for a cousin of mine, I posted on Facebook that I had a new job and I was looking for a vehicle, and a cousin of mine was nice enough to lend me a vehicle for, I think it was a month, and then I bought with my tax return, bought another vehicle. But it was a blessing that I had a family member I hadn't even seen for quite a few years step up and just offer to help me.
Damn,
that's awesome.
There's still our
That
angels
is
in
awesome.
the world, man. There really is. There, people want to help out.
No, that's heavy. That's super heavy.
But I learned something about family over the last year. But I've been struggling. Right, if you go to them looking for help, and they say no, you get bitter, and you can't be bitter at your own family. You know what I mean?
You can get bitter because when you're looking for help and you were there to help them, and they turn around and say, "Oh, sorry," then you could be bitter. It's like, man, I was there for you. I did everything I can for you, and now I'm in a bad way, and you can't help me.
Right. I would never want to even ask the question ever.
No, I hate
what I mean?
Nobody wants.
Sometimes $5 can make the difference.
No
and
fucking kidding.
$5 goes nowhere.
Yeah, I'm not really.
When Mike was moving from California, I'm going to flex here, and he was looking for money to pay for gas and everything. I just got my monetization deposit. All I did is I sent it over to Mike Ball on Cash App, or actually it was Venmo.
That's a big heart, man.
No, he did. And dude, it was just to get the truck. Now, mind you, I had nothing. Basically, other than items, I didn't have enough even time to sell shit. I was getting booted from a house. It was an ordeal, right? So I had to figure it out quick, just to get the Penske truck from California one way to drop it off here. And I tried U-Haul, I tried all the other companies too, and Penske was the cheapest, and it was $5,300.
Oh.
Then the gas just to get here was $1,000. You know what I mean? And that's not including my food and stuff like that. Like I'm going to eat as cheap as just to be able to get by. Of course, I'm not going out to lavish dinners and shit. Hell no, you know.
How far
But I had to
across
make
the
that
country
drive.
was it?
That was 2,900 miles.
That's a big drive. What's that? A couple days?
Yeah, it was 2.5 days.
Yeah.
I mean, but I
Big
took
drive.
the first day I went like, I don't know, 17 hours straight. And then the next day I drove 10 hours, and then the next day I drove like 8.
Yeah.
But I spaced it out like that where, you know, I could have done it in 2 days, but I didn't want to.
Did you stop and see some sights, or you just went
Nah,
for it?
nope, I beelined it.
Yeah.
I beelined it.
And that's always depending on
Totally
cash.
finances, man.
Yeah.
Like if I had some cash behind me, maybe I'll go explore a little bit, man. But nah,
You're taking
man.
a week. Well,
At that moment, it was like survival.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
the biggest believer in karma, but I do believe in helping others. And if you help others, even if it's not the people that you helped, somebody usually will help you. It's kind of like karma. Karma. I've done a lot of good deeds in life and never seen them repaid to me, you know,
Or anyone
in the way
else.
that karma is supposed to repay you, you know, because
See,
I
I'm with
believe
you.
in helping people, you know.
I'm with you. What you put out to the world will come back to you eventually.
Yeah.
You know,
Eventually.
don't look for it instantaneous. It might come tomorrow. It might
Yeah.
come next month. It might come 10 years from now.
Even
But
yesterday.
don't give up, because if everybody goes out and tries to help everybody, man, we live in a better world.
Exactly, man. If more, you know, even the smallest bit of help adds in this, turns into something, you know.
Yep.
You don't have to fucking give everything you got.
No,
And
that's
you don't
true.
have to be blood to
You
be
know.
family, man.
And
I've been
that's true,
helped more
too.
by other people,
Yeah.
you know, club
100%.
brothers and
Yep.
and even the Insanewheels family that have done more for me than a lot of my own family has. So
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
that's heavy, man. That's heavy.
Yep. I
Listen
mean,
to what Martin just said right here. He said, I bailed my brother out of jail one time, and he looked me right in the face and told me I would never have done that for you.
yeah. Well, you know what?
Wow.
Right on to his brother for being honest.
Damn,
Yeah, I guess.
that's brutal.
I remember
Yeah.
when I was in my 20s one
What's up,
time,
Dan?
I was right down the road from my brother's house, and I called him on the phone. I said, man, I need a place to crash tonight. I'm too drunk. I shouldn't be driving. And he says, the wife says no, so you just have to go. I was like, you're going to let me drive home, take a chance of killing myself rather than let me come crash on your couch? He said, sorry, man.
Hey, real quick, I got to give a shout out over to Lee Lance. I'm sorry, my man. I just checked right now. I got the 5 spot on the Cash App, man. Thank you for that.
Right on,
I
Lee.
missed it, my man. I'm sorry.
Right on. Lee's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
But
is.
I mean, I was at the eye doctor's back in June, and I sit down. There's this little old lady sitting next to me. I looked over. I says, "Hey, good morning." She looks at me. Do I know you? And I'm like, no,
Oh,
not at all.
shit.
Just was saying hello and good morning. And I guess with today's, way
Mhm.
things are today, that just putting that one piece of kindness out there, just saying hello or good morning, which could make a difference in somebody's day, put her in total defense, like I was going to grab her purse or something.
Totally.
Crazy,
Totally.
eh?
Hey, you know what's weird about that? You would never get that response here in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never. That
On
would
Barbie-
never
York-
happen.
In New
on
York
Barbie's
City, you
comment,
don't
thank
even
you,
want to
Barbie.
make. Hey, in New York City, you don't even want to make eye contact.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
same
I go
thing,
down to
same
New York City all the time, and I sit there and say, yo, hey, what's up? Well, morning. How you doing? I say hello to everybody. I don't care.
Holy shit. Real quick, I got to give a big shout out. This is a big one, man. Papa Penguin with the 10. Gifted memberships out to you guys, man. Holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Thank you for that, Papa Penguin. Thank you, kind sir. Hopefully you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Papa Penguin, you as well, man. Thank you for this. Wow.
And to what Barbie said, yes, we try to support each other. We are a family here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's evident,
I'll
the
help
amount
everybody in
of
any way
support.
that I can.
The amount of support to me, like, and I really fucking mean it. Like, I get beside myself daily. Like, sometimes I don't even know how to handle it with the amount of like love, respect everyone has. And like, man, that's something that is a dream. That's a dream to have. Right. And
It's a
so
utopia.
it totally is. But it's like, do I even deserve that? You know, and
Why not?
and so I'm glad that I'm able to continue, and it's something that I'm never like just I guess okay with. Like I'm always going to be trying to for the best, for the betterment of everyone here. You know what I mean? Like I'm never content. It's like, man, I've got to keep at it to make sure that I give you guys the best me possible, as well as being being very transparent with the information that I talk about, because it's heavy topics I speak on daily.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I tell everybody that about everything in life. You should never be happy being stagnant. You should always be trying to better yourself in some fashion, either looking for a better job, looking to learn something new. Always try to better yourself and better
Yeah.
the things that you do.
It's
Take
hard
pride in your work.
sometimes. You know, I felt myself getting into a slump. I was doing daily videos, and then I kind of faded away from that. And you know what I mean? Just because I didn't see any numbers moving, and it didn't seem like but then now when I do stuff, I get more reactions. So I
Right.
guess the stuff I was doing at the start was being watched. I just didn't realize it.
well, that could be too, and also remember that this is the way you win on YouTube. It's the long game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's people are too caught up on like I have to be viral or whatever. Like, no, consistency is what will get you there.
Yeah.
Obviously, now I'm not saying that's going to be for literally everyone, because there are those exceptions that listen. Some people are just too dry, or don't have the personality traits to do it, and I understand that as well. That's something that like only you can be honest with yourself about.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, it's a long game. It's seat time. I mean, if you look at all the very successful YouTubers, what do they all have in common? They're
Yeah,
all
tons of
young.
videos.
They're all
Yeah.
young, don't have kids. And what does that mean? They have a lot of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so they're able to put a lot of time into this shit. Just like I focus a lot of my time on this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liken it a lot to what I've always said about music, man. I always said if you go in it just looking for fame and fortune, you're probably not going to make it. You go into it because you love what you do. And
Appreciate
same
you,
thing
Peter, for
here.
that.
I often say, you know, I didn't make my channel to be a famous YouTuber. I made my channel just, you know, because I like doing it.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I'm one of the rare people. I sit there and I enjoy the editing process. I'm a weirdo.
Man,
like
not
that.
me. Not me.
And see,
I hate that process.
I prefer to do live interviews. I like to ask people questions.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, as you guys see, I don't make videos and then put them out. Like for me, I'm a live creator.
Yeah.
I'm not in between, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you
Everybody
really
can
want
tell
to
you
see a
have a
shit
passion
show,
for it, Mike.
if you really want to see a shit show live, my members only live on Saturdays. You know, it's I always have audio issues or I have tool issues.
It's always fucked up somehow.
Yeah, and you know what?
Exciting.
And it is what it is. But you know, you're seeing it real. You're seeing an uncut. You know, hey, it happens.
That's right.
You know,
Well, I got an interview coming tonight, and then I got another one Friday night too.
What time tonight?
They approached me, the guys, Friday, 8 p.m. tonight.
Nice.
It'd be an interesting one. This guy put together a group called Senior Motorcyclists, Canadians, you know, Canadian senior motor. So everyone's a senior, and I think these guys get more miles than some clubbers.
Yep.
well,
I wouldn't. You know, some of those guys, man, they're really about their riding shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
because they're older, they're retired, they got more time on their hands. A bunch of them have already got pictures of the bikes are in the trailer and they're on the way to Arizona, right, for the winter.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I went to a get together last weekend for a local riding club, and I'll tell you what. Sometimes I envy them guys. They don't have all the politics and crap to deal with, and it really looks like they have a lot more fun sometimes, you know, because they don't have all the crap to deal with.
Bro,
Yep.
I'm
with you, Hardwire, on that. We've talked about that offline together, man. That, you know, when I was in a diamond club, we rode basically to and from the clubhouse.
Yeah, around the
Or or from our clubhouse to another clubhouse and then back. And that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
because there's so much politics and drama and bullshit that,
Yeah, we ride a lot, but it takes a lot of the fun out of it. Sometimes, when you're always constantly having to watch where you go and stay on guard all the time.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
It really zips a lot of the fun out of it.
And it's not just, the other side of the street you're worrying about. It's
Cops.
the popo, the alphabets. It's everybody.
You got everybody out there.
Yep. Everything is out to get you. Everything, essentially. Yeah.
Which is, it's when you first get into that life, it's exciting and adrenaline. It's go, go, go. We'll win no matter what. We'll win. Then after you've been doing it for a bunch of years, like, holy fuck, this is exhausting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now you got to teach the new guys what you already know. Plus, you still got to do what you got to do and keep an eye on it. Like, there's always more comes instead of less comes.
Yeah. Well, when the Chrome Beards try to teach the young guys sit there and go, "Oh, that's old. We don't do it that way anymore. This is the new school." Look, there's no school like old school.
Well, young people nowadays that try to get into clubs have very little respect for history, and history is important. The history.
Yeah. That was driven in my head even as a hang around. You better know this club's history.
Damn straight.
As a prospect, you weren't even brought up for membership unless you got grilled constantly on the history of the club.
Yeah.
The Forever Wall. Who are they?
Pop-up quiz.
How are they, tied to the club? Were they a founder? Were they part of this? And then how did they die?
I would throw three or so in the car with me and pepper them with questions as we went somewhere for 2 hours, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was an education, going from a 99 to a 1. It was a big education because when I was in a 99, they didn't really care if you knew the club history.
Right.
They just wanted to know if you were going to be there when you said you're going to be there and do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah.
When you're in a 1, it's a whole different ball game.
Oh, I know. Fucking right, I know. The one thing I hated about being in the 1% club was, so you get the new guy coming, he's coming on your brother's word, which, he's your brother. You take him on his word. So you get the new guy come, you start spending some time with him yourself, and you start dumping some info into his head, and then they fucking leave.
Yeah.
Hardest thing to find nowadays is somebody that's dependable and reliable. I mean, somebody that's going to, when you call them, they're going to be there when you need them. And that's hard to find anymore.
Well, it's also hard to find to be with the same group of guys and where, let's say you're lined up and looking at your opposition at that moment. Do you have the same look in your eyes as I do?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you really about this shit?
If I had $1 for every time I heard an excuse whenever I needed something, I'd
exactly.
be a rich man.
100%. I mean, there's been times where I was out walking people. I was moving. I'm like, I look back behind me and I'm like, why is the disabled one guy fucking ahead of everybody? What's going on here? But hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? It happens.
Pick it up some.
Yep. And then, when it comes down, push come to shove, on the other side of the fence, you got the Chrome Beards. I don't call them gray beards. They're Chrome Beards because Parker's so gray, we go Chrome.
That's right.
They sit there and says, I ain't dealing with that. I've been doing this for, 20 years. You guys handle it. I'm too old for this shit. I looked at one of my brothers and says, yeah, you feel you're too old for this? Well, why don't you take that shit off, lay it down on the table and walk away.
Yeah. Well, enter your retirement then, right? Because you can always retire. If it's too much for you, you can take your retirement.
Yep.
It's really hard to find new people too, because especially where I'm at, it's a pretty contested area, and it's hard to convince somebody like why do they want to get into something,
a heat zone?
Yeah, that's so hostile and dangerous.
Right.
Because there's not enough benefit, too much, If you weigh the pros and cons, there's too many cons compared to pros. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's,
Like-
and it's hard to find people that'd be willing to do that, and I don't blame them.
Well, do you think that people also join just for prestige?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
without
Yeah,
a
just
doubt.
have
Some
that
people
thing on
join
their
just to
back.
have a patch, and
that's it.
then whenever you'd be amazed. Well, you guys probably wouldn't. You've all been there, but how inflated somebody's ego gets the second they put that on, and they
Oh God, I call that new patchitis.
and all of a sudden they want to go out and
The first month of the
flex
hardest
the
guy in
muscles.
town.
Do you know what I've got?
fights
I've
and-
got an actual answer for that, Hardwire. You know what it is?
Emotional damage.
I call it new patchitis, and you know it takes a table to rein that in.
But
Not
fuck,
one or two
everybody
members.
does it.
Yeah, everybody goes through it. You
Yeah,
can't help
for
it,
About a month or so, right?
especially after you're given your diamond or you earned your diamond and you
Yeah.
get that on your chest. You know that like elevates you to your whole attitude, your whole persona.
And that was the only club I was ever a part of was a big major 1% club because that's all that we had in our town, right? So that's what I joined, and you feel fucking good. And then, you know what I liked even better that a lot of people don't even understand about being in a big club like that is you got to get out and travel, man, and see the brothers from as far away as you can.
Yeah.
Because it is so fucking cool. Then you understand how big that thing is that you're a cog in the wheel, man.
Yep.
You know?
I
You're
mean,
this big. You're
Yeah.
this
when
big.
when I got my diamond and my cut, well, I was the biggest a-hole you'd ever see.
Oh fuck yeah.
A new patch.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, new patch.
I was, you know, 10 feet tall, fucking 8 feet wide, and I'd walk into, you know, an establishment like a fucking bull in a china shop, man. I just a wrecking machine.
No, yeah. I mean,
And then it took my table to sit there and pull me aside and sit there and says, "You didn't learn a fucking thing when you were prospecting. We taught you how to be a 1%er, and look at you. You're an asshole."
Shit. I bet you that was like,
Fuck, they had to pull you up, eh? You must have really went off.
What really stinks is when you get some of them guys that get into higher positions of authority and they forget that they're responsible for other people's lives, and
I'll tell you,
it becomes difficult.
True.
I tell you, the best thing they did to rein me in and calm me down at church, they took my shit off and handed me a prospect cut. Says, "Get outside, prospect."
Yep.
Yeah.
I got center punch twice.
No, I'm not even center punched. I was actually at one time I was broke. I was knocked down to hang around, from patch to hang around.
Oh man, that's heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know what?
Once. Yeah.
You know what? Reel it in.
Yeah.
You got to get humble. You got to get humble.
That's the structure, though. You know, that's building the best man you can be. You know, that's feeling like either in a moment. I mean, for instance, when I got center patch twice, it was like public shame.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right?
They drag you around to every party.
Guess what? That shit never fucking happened never again, though. You know what I mean? Like,
you got dragged to every party to show off that you got punched.
They did it to me at a mandatory at my chapter, and next thing you know, I'm behind the fucking bar doing as I'm told again.
Yep.
Yep.
No one's better than nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nope. So, you know, that only lasted 30 days, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't stand this. You got to get here." I got my shit back, and they're like, "What'd you learn?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up. Less is more. Let people come to you. You don't go to them."
Yep.
But then one of the old guys that brought me up and filled my head with knowledge, you know, we were on our way to go to the international run for the year and down in the southern states there. And the last thing he told me on the way out the door, he said, you're gonna meet the guy, right? You're gonna meet the big guy. He said, and always remember, no patch is bigger than another one. So that was pretty cool.
That is facts. Yeah. That is facts. No patch is bigger than another one.
Yeah. So it was,
on every level. Cool, yeah.
And you make that patch. Don't let that patch make you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Really
yep.
Oh,
but it's hard. It's hard for a lot of people because people actually will have, as soon as they join the club, now their entire identity is the club.
Is the club. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something that I've even had prospects and full patches, newly full patches do the same thing. And I've actually took them aside, like, man, don't do that. Don't have your, you being here is part of the unique part of that. And we want, like, not everyone has to be the fucking tough guy, right? Like, it's actually really cool to have guys in your club that, like, hey, I can call my brother. He's an IT. Let me go ahead and talk to his ass about this problem I'm having with my computer. You know what I mean? Shit, we can make money online. Why not have like a whole bunch of these guys like, you don't need a warrior in every aspect or for you to be completely the identity of the club. The whole reason why that club is unique is because, yes, you are in it.
People. Right.
Yeah, it's different people that make
That's what I was told too. It's like, you don't got to be the tough guy. That guy over there is the tough guy. You be you.
And so, by the way,
I opened the door for somebody one time and I got told, you're a 1%er. You don't open the door for people. I said, look, I'm a 1%er. I do whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I want to have some damn manners.
Yeah, I got to give you that.
Yep.
Hey, Barbie, real quick. So a center punch is essentially where my center patch is. That I've had it happen to me twice, where you get punished essentially, and it's kind of like becoming a prospect again. And they treat you like that. They call you that. It's kind of, like, hey, you fucked up. And the worst part about being center punched is it shows, you can see if you actually ride, you can actually see the fucking outline of that shit. Yeah. And it's embarrassing as shit because everyone's like, oh man, how'd you get center punched, man? Like, what happened? Everyone's curious, You know
what I tell them? That's club business. If you want to find out, you can come prospect.
No. I'm talking about my own club brothers from different chapters and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's charter business. If you want to find out, come to church.
You're gonna have to go.
Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know the soap opera, right? Now, did you guys? I sent it to you, Mike. I sent around a video from another YouTuber this morning, and the cops in the States are starting to say more and more that 1% clubs are a national security threat. Just how they started doing it in Australia. It's a long play, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you go ahead and get certain nomenclature down to where people accept that, actual words have meaning. You know what I mean? And people will mislabel shit and they'll do it to just finally get people to accept it. And then once people get beaten in their heads, then they can just do whatever they want because they made this false claim 10 years ago and built it up.
They're all OMGs now, not OMCs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They swapped that last word.
Yep.
And then they're going to make it, like you say, they're going to normalize it.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. And hence what they did in Australia.
Yeah. I think it's coming to this side of the ocean.
Yeah, I hope not. But, obviously.
Here's the thing. If I wanted to travel to Australia for vacation,
you couldn't go.
I can't go because and if I do, I have to wear a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
Because, my diamond tattoo, which is visible, that's going to get me questioned and possibly imprisoned for 2 years.
Well, especially now that they changed those laws to stiffen them right up, right?
Yeah.
See, like
if I go to the beach, I have to wear a shirt because, my patch is tattooed on me.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
And stated out, but still.
Yeah. I'm exactly the same as you, bro. Yeah, that's funny.
I haven't had the personal experience, but I've been told before by several people that for every diamond you have on your cut, they can add a couple of years to your sentence.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Oh. That's gang enhancement right there.
Yep.
And see, like Papa said, the national security threat thing it's like terrorists and it's vague, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's just like he said, for that reason. It's for that reason. It's designed that way.
You can interpret it how you want to.
Yes.
Right? The worst interpretation you can think of is right.
Yep. And that's the problem. Or one of the many problems.
It's the people who are allowed to interpret it, because you can interpret it not to be that way, but what you interpret it to doesn't make no difference.
You're right.
It's kind of what the judge thinks, right?
And see,
their interpretation.
And up here now, there's all these riding clubs, and most of them got a 3-piece patch, or at least a 2-piece patch, right?
Sure.
So, which is what I'm trying to do with this channel, is make people understand that person over there with the Ghost Riders Riding Club is not going to come and cause a problem in your bar. They're probably doing a toy run. You know what I mean? Leave them alone. Yeah.
Yeah, Papa, that's 100%. Yeah. Quote, we can't tell you why you're a national security threat, because telling you why would violate national security. Yeah, see, exactly. It's just, yeah. It's so shitty how they can use shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, listen, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on this morning, hanging out with me for, Thanksgiving morning, man. And all of you guys in the side chat as well, man. Thank you guys immensely for hanging out with us, man. Big W to all of you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep.
Mike Paul, much love, respect, honor to you. Hardwired Biker News Canada, and Straight, who is here, now gone, and everybody else out in the side chat, man.
That's right, man.
Happy
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, Mike.
Yeah, always, man. I'm always stoked to host something like this. This is always, Hardwire actually was the one that suggested this whole thing. I mean,
Nice.
that thumbnail was what he made.
Nice,
So,
nice.
I just was like, you know what? Good idea. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
man.
You know.
Yeah. It's
So
always a pleasure to
What's
be on
Thanksgiving
stage.
about? Spending it with family. Here we are.
exactly,
Insanewheels family.
and I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
All right.
much love, honor, respect to you guys. We'll go ahead and close this out. Gentlemen, thank you again. I'm going to drop you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the regular show, man.
We'll see
We'll
you
go
11
back.
a.m. Eastern time.
We'll
Yeah.
see
And
you
don't forget,
tonight.
I'm going to stop by Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips tomorrow. and
Oh,
do some
yeah, that's
filming.
right.
Yeah.
And if you haven't had a chance to talk to him, maybe I'll do a little video call or something so you can meet him.
Dope.
And stuff.
Yeah, do it.
And
man.
if you want to learn about Canadian senior motorcyclists, check me out at 8 tonight. Eastern.
Nice. Eastern?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll make sure that mods, do me a favor, is link everybody that was on this panel in the their YouTube channels and stuff like that. Would
And you
very
guys
much
have-
appreciate that.
You guys have a great Thanksgiving down there in America. Love y'all.
Yeah, much love, brother Bob. Appreciate you. Hardwire Doc, appreciate you guys as well. We'll see you guys here very soon.
Thank
All right. So, man, what an amazing time that was, man. I can't thank them enough for, taking their time out of their day to be able to hang with us and, get on camera and stuff, man. It's a big ordeal. So I can't thank you guys enough. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the rest of what's going on in the world. You never know what we may be getting into. Thank you guys for the super chats. Well, it was actually Pitbull that gifted, a whole bunch of these. And then Papa Penguin just wanted to drop a bomb on everybody. Brother Lee Lance as well with the $5 Cash App. Can't thank you guys enough. All of you guys for helping and supporting the show, man. Thank you for that. And hopefully that you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, man. Be blessed out there. And don't overeat, but eat a lot, man. I am going to stuff my face, but I'm going to, be drinking a little bit. So makes you a little bit more hungry. And especially when you got left-handed tobacco. And yeah, we're getting down with our bad selves. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Much love.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire.